Yo, what's poppin' with the population? It's your boy ASAP Twelvyy from the legendary ASAP Mall, and I'm rocking with Shifter. You did, huh?
First game go getter, second game blood. First name ASAP, last name Love. Made it out the stitches, I ain't never pictured this. Pictured out the bitches, I ain't never pictured this.
All right, yes sir, it is your boy KB, the boss from ShifterMagazine.com. And today I'm being joined by a member of one of the most legendary groups in hip hop history, one of the most influential groups of this generation in hip hop. And he recently released a little 3-pack called A Quarter Til. So we're going to be talking to him about some of his accomplishments, some of the upcoming music, and getting to know more about this man right here. He is none other than ASAP Twelvyy.
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
Hey, yo, bro. That was a beautiful introduction. I appreciate you, my man, Kevin Bourne.
No.
Kevin Bourne, right?
Yeah, Kevin Bourne, KB, whatever you want to call me.
All right. Kevin Bourne. So it's like the Nation of Gods and Earths.
No, Bourne. It's like the movie, like Jason Bourne.
Like Jason Bourne.
Yeah. But yeah, thank you so much, man, for this, and I was definitely looking forward to it. Before we jump in, like, I heard you were at All-Star Weekend. How was that?
Oh yeah. All-Star Weekend was dope. I went down there with my bro, ASAP Ant. We went down there, and a couple of the homies, Soda, Lulu P, Tudo, Brennan. My man Brennan. We drove from New York to Cleveland, then from Cleveland to Maryland, and back to New York. It was a crazy road trip. We didn't get to see the game. The All-Star game on Sunday was dope. We watched it together in the Airbnb. You know what I'm saying? Like, LeBron ended with the game winning in Cleveland. Like, you can't write it better than that. But as far as just Cleveland as a whole, like this weekend, it was dope to see it. You know what I'm saying? You could tell they're on the rise. They got amazing food. They got amazing culture, beautiful women. It's dope out there. I ain't gonna lie. It's cold, but it's dope.
Yeah. And also, congratulations on becoming an uncle soon. I see your boys. Congratulations, Uncle Twelvyy. But is it weird seeing some of the guys you came up with like having families and stuff? Is that weird kind of to see, or is it like kind of like whatever?
Well, for somebody like Flacco, it's like, whoa, word for real. Like, you first, like you feel me? Like, you first, you feel me? It was like I did not see that coming, but the way he did it is just like, whoa. It's like, you know what? You couldn't do it, But like, as for everybody else, you know what I'm saying? It's just a blessing, because we come from like a community where most people have kids at a younger age, and they are less established. They have less things going on for themselves. So to see my brothers and my family members that have children and they could take care of their children, and even my brother, like my older brother, he got 2 sons. You know what I'm saying? So I got real nephews. I got real nieces, and just seeing the evolution of my childhood peers growing up to have little kids of themselves, it's just crazy. It's a blessing. I don't have no kids right now, but it's dope to see that by the time I do have kids, it's already a ecosystem of kids that my kid could, be cool with, related to, have somebody to be their muse, play ball with, everything. Like, we got everything over here.
Is it weird? Do you still have like pinch me moments when you look at back at like your days and just as friends coming up in Harlem to see what you guys have become in hip hop? Do you guys have like pinch me moments sometimes? Like, yo, how did this happen? Like, how did we get here?
Like, see, me and my brothers are extremely humble. You know what I'm saying? So every single moment, every single day is like a eureka moment. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, I'm still waiting to be pinched from the 2011 moment. You know what I'm saying? So on this journey, we still haven't sat down and be like, yo, let's enjoy this. You know what I'm saying? Because we still working and creating it. But like, bro, it's like, even with me, like, I feel like I haven't even put out an album the proper way yet. You know what I'm saying? Like, but that goes for like other guys in my crew. I feel like they rollout wasn't even the way it should be yet. You feel me? So it's still those moments and still manifesting into fruition. Like, this is just the beginning, bro. Like, we just getting started. You know what I'm saying? So every day I just be wanting to be like, this really? You know what I'm saying? Like, it's crazy, bro.
So take us back. How did you get the name Twelvyy? Like, what's the name Twelvyy about?
All right, so I got the name ASAP Twelvyy for real. Like, all right, see, I don't know if they can see it, but oh yeah. So
yeah, there you go.
I got, you know, my name was 212 Mel. That's like one of my first rap names. One of my first rap names was like Young Mel, Mel Love, and all that. But I'm growing up, I'm like, that's cool, but it don't give the like, you know, I want somebody to be like, nah, that's 212 Mel. You feel me? Like okay. And me being born in Harlem, but growing up in the Bronx, I had a whole different aura to me. You know what I'm saying? Like, I talk a different type of lingo, you know? And where we come from, 212 means to have a conversation. Like, yo, let me 212 with you. Let me holler at you, homie. So it's like, yo, I'm 212 Mel. Like, I talk that talk. You feel me? Like, and it's all in the algorithm. So that's how I got the name, just sourcing out what would be the best name for me. But then how I got Twelvyy was I had like some it wasn't even rap beef. I had real street beef growing up with a neighboring neighborhood. You know what I'm saying? We had issues, and you know, I made music. One of the other dudes made music. I was doing what I was doing. They tried to hit me with when Cam had dropped the 50 Cent. Remember, Cam used to be like, Curtis. They tried to hit me with the 12vyy, and I just was like, you know what? That's wavy. That's fire. And took off.
Okay. So you took some lemons and made lemonade out of it.
Man, it's the art of war.
So one thing I noticed with you, with everybody in the crew and you specifically, is like just the versatility in what you're able to do. Like, you can give us bars, but you can also kind of go into the whole new wave. Like, who inspired you? Like, you know, kind of coming up, you know, in Harlem as an artist. Like, who are some of those artists that you're like, man, like these are my inspirations in music?
I'm gonna be honest. You know, I can't continue the conversation without saying, you know, if it wasn't for like, you know, my mother, my father, my uncles, you know, my parents and my family, like keeping me extremely grounded, but like keeping me like around all the information I needed. You know what I'm saying? So my family, to be honest, is my first muses. Whether it's my aunt playing me Michael Jackson Dangerous album, you know what I'm saying? Or my mother just letting me listen to whatever she's listening to, whether it's John B. You know what I'm saying? My grandmother, she favors Whitney Houston. So me growing up, like Whitney, like bro, like like hold up. Like me growing up, you know, like
okay.
Crib. You feel me? Like this is my crib.
Wow, okay.
Like I'm a real true musician, but I got it from my family. Like one of my cousins, her name is Erica. She was an artist named Simply E. She had one of the biggest singles off the movie Sugar Hill with Wesley Snipes and you know. So this is my actual cousin. You know, she had a huge song. She had a hit record. Then I have another cousin. You know, on my other side of the family, which is the producer Buck Wild. You know, he produced Whoa for Black Rob. I got a story to tell for Biggie, like all types of stuff, like True Love for Faith Evans. What's the Jay-Z joint he did? Lucky Me. You know what I'm saying? So I'm around this ecosystem and I'm not knowing, but I'm getting all this intel. I'm walking past famous people in the street. Like I'm from Harlem, so I probably walk past Kanye West in the street. Like, you know what I'm saying? I didn't walk past Jim Jones, Cam, like all types of shit. So me just being around Harlem, my family, it just inspired me to do this. And then like me learning who I like in music, whether it's Jay-Z, Nas. My favorite rapper ever is Stack Bundles. You know what I'm saying? So all this just pushed me on a whole new wave. And then I got banned from listening to hip hop for a while. So then I just started listening to pop music. So that's how I developed at a young age how to like make the new era sound right now. It's just basically a fusion of hip hop and pop. You know what I'm saying? The melodies that you would hear on a All American Reject song or a Led Zeppelin song, you know what I'm saying? But just with the beat of a Nas type joint, you know what I'm saying? So it's like a fusion.
That's cool, man. I love how we're getting such a, like, I wouldn't have expected to see the Whitney Houston poster. I wouldn't have expected to see like the whole pop, you know, the pop influence, but it's cool to see how much, like, 'cause I think sometimes people you know, especially people who are in the streets, I feel like there's a reputation. Like I can't, like they'd feel like I can't even show that side of myself. It's cool that you're saying, yo, like I had a good, like my family was supportive of me. Yo, Whitney Houston, pop music, like it shows just kind of like the range and like versatility of just you as a person and as an artist. So that's pretty dope.
So much, bro.
So let's talk about some music. We're gonna get into some of the new music, but there's certain songs that, you know, listening to that really stood out to me. One of the songs I love is "Last Train to Paris." You know,
Last Train to Paris.
Yes, I feel like there's a lot in there. Like when I'm listening to, like, yo, I feel like there's like deep, like I feel like there's a story behind that. Like, what's the story behind "Last Train to Paris"?
Yo, so in about 2012, I guess my first trip to London, to Europe, period. You know, I went with Rocky. It was me, Rocky, Yams, and I want to say either Lou and Jay Scott or just Jay Scott. But it was something similar to that. So, yo, bro, this first trip to Europe, you know, I take this long ass flight. I get off like a 9-10 hour flight. As soon as I get off the flight and get into like the city of London, like you leave Heathrow, you go into the city, I see a big ass billboard of a kid that I was in school with. His name is Dominique. So I get, I'm like, what the hell? This is 2012. So this is dumb long ago. The gram not popping like that. None of this pop. So I take the picture in front of the joint. I send in the joint. I'm like, yo, bro, this is crazy. So like, yo, bro, mind you, I'm leaving the projects. I still live in the projects at the time. So everything is like eureka at this moment. So I get there. A lot of stuff happened in London. I stay at the K West Hotel. This is an interview. So in interviews, they gotta hit the juice because my book. I end up having like a threesome at the hotel. Like it was crazy. One thing led to another. My energy is high.
Yeah,
so then we do some whole other shit. We on our way to the train station in London. So we driving through London to head to the Eurostar. So we headed to the Eurostar. This is the first time I learned about like how they don't give a fuck about people. Like I see cab drivers hitting the gypsies.
Wow.
They hitting the gypsy ladies and shit. So I'm like, yo, what the fuck? Like, I don't even see shit like this in New York. Like, you know? So then one thing led to another, because all this is happening, we running late for our train. We are supposed to take the train to Paris. So we running late. We end up getting on the last train to Paris.
Okay.
That's in like 2012, and it stuck with me because not only before this, Puff Daddy got an album called Last Train to Paris, you know what I'm saying? You know, Tonight, you know what I'm saying? All that shit. Couple summers prior, I see Puff Daddy in my projects, him and Cassie. Like Cassie walked in the diner, I'm like, hey, that's Cassie. I'm like, oh, that really is Cassie. He's shooting the Angel videos in my projects. He shot the Angel video with Rick Ross. You can go back and see this shit. So this is all like Last Train to Paris vibes. So I'm like low-key manifesting this. I get on the Last Train to Paris. Ends up in Paris. Paris is a movie. 10 years later, that idea it always just stuck with me. So I linked with Rand and Creep. Shout out to Rand and Creep. Shout out to Greenhouse. We made a banger. And it's funny that you say that because a lot of people have been walking up to me lately about that particular song. Like, you know, I dropped 2 EPs and that song is not on the EPs. And they like, y'all fuck with that song. You know what I'm saying? But that's why I'm dropping EPs and singles just to fill it out. Like, yo, y'all like this? All right, boom. I'm gonna do more of this. You know what I'm saying? But that's the story. I really was on the Last Train to Paris. Okay.
Yeah, that's a dope story, man. Okay. Now, the next song I wanted to talk about was the Mecca. Because that song, man, when I was watching the video, I was like, I felt like, I mean, I'm older. I look young, but I'm older. So for me, it's like, you know, I grew up on that 90s, like New York hip hop. And so when I was watching the video and listening to the music, I was like, I feel like it transported me back. Like I smiled listening to it. So I was like, man, this is the stuff. It feels like the stuff that I grew up on. And one of the comments underneath was like someone said it's like ASAP Mob was gifted with the ability to make timeless songs. Do you feel like that is that kind of a goal of yours to make timeless music?
Yes, like if you notice, even with my music and my project titles and my song titles, it's like I don't even gotta watch, but like I'm always on time. You know, like my timing, like I'm on my axis. So it's like 12. It's like if I started at 12, it's like the clock struck 12. So I started at 12. Then my next project was before noon. You know what I'm saying? Then my next one was Noon Young. So it's all like I'm in time, like I'm moving in time. And that's how I go about like music and life. It's like, you know, the past, present, and future is still right now. You know what I'm saying? Because, you know, me and you from two different places, but our timing could be on time because we witnessed certain things together. So we got a certain rapport. So that's how I am with time. It's like, you know, we always be like, damn, time is moving so fast. But at the same time, it's like, no, we living in it. So with the Mecca, it's like, I wrote the Mecca, if this is 2022, I wrote the Mecca in like 2018 or something like that. You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, like even like Last Friend in Paris, I wrote recent and then put out. The Mecca I wrote a while ago and then put out. And you could tell, like, cause even it's mad bars and no hook. You know what I'm saying? Like, ride through the West Side, sun still setting. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, riding through the West Side, sun still setting. You feel me? Like the West Side Highway, when you riding through Manhattan, you look to the side, the sun is right there. Like it's crazy, hitting the water and all that. So the Mecca is like, this is where I'm from. You know, me and Dante can't forget Young Dame at the game room. We ain't playing no games. Used to be at a game room right there on Lenox Avenue. Had some of my craziest fights. I'm talking about I hit somebody so hard they hurt it on Lenox Avenue. Like, so it's like me, I'm really from here. Like a lot of people, they like I don't make drill music. You know what I'm saying? Like I don't have no issue with it, but it's like I make true to your soul music. I don't even need to make a video for most of my songs because once you close your eyes, you could really truly visualize it. You feel me? So that's how I like push my message. I'm like, yo, I want the same exact emotion and feeling of when you listening to Michael Jackson for the first time. Like, damn, this shit make me smile. This shit make me cry. This shit make me want to like do something. Like, why would I be making music to not evoke emotion? Like, you could make music to be in clubs, but it's like you have a substance to make you feel that emotion already. So now your emotion is boosted. Nah, like as soon as you hear my music, it's like, damn, a motherfucker put a needle in my arm. I'm addicted. So I just take my whole life and I just put it into it.
Okay, no, that's dope, man. And it's good that you're really just thinking about the storytelling and the emotions. I feel like, you know, for a lot of people that's kind of been lost. So it's cool that you're kind of, you know, that you're thinking about that. On your EP Vanilla Sky, you know, you had there's a few songs in there, but the biggest song, Cyberspace Summit, was the most lyrical song I found on out of the songs that were released on it. The fact that the most popular song was a song with bars, do you feel like people are kind of like wanting that nowadays? Like, are kind of gravitating back towards like wanting that substance, wanting those bars, like wanting what hip hop is supposed to be about?
Yes. Absolutely. And until you just told me, I didn't know what the biggest song was because personally, I just like I've been uploading music and just leaving it alone, not thinking about it. I haven't promoted it. I haven't done anything. I just let it go into the world because I feel like why keep trying to sell you shit? You know, like Caesar's Palace try to get me to book a bet every day. I don't want to book a bet. Like, leave me alone. Let me want to book a bet. You feel me? Just put it in the word and I might want to book a bet. So even with Cyberspace Summit, is just like it's different energy. And Cyberspace Summit is like me kind of like you reaching that camp. Like it's like the ABCD camp or the Nike camp or Adidas, anything like 5-star basketball camp or the Pro Bowl in the NFL or the All-Star Weekend in NBA, MLB. It's like you get into that point where it's like, all right, this is what y'all want. All right, I'm in that bag and I can keep doing this. The thing about my projects is I like to show versatility. So I was like, I could hit you with 10 straight songs of rap, but then I see somebody on a blog say like, damn, that's too much rap. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You feel me? So you gotta hit them with the
Yeah.
You know, Kanye don't just always rap. Drake don't always just rap. You know, you think about the biggest artists in the world right now, whether it's, you know, Lil Nas X or fucking, like I said, Drake, Rico Nasty, Playboy Cardis, you know what I'm saying? Like the ASAPs of the world, the TDEs of the world. It's like they rap, but they got so much other source and soul to the music that's why they could hit a wider range of audience. And I just want to do that. I don't want to just be like, you're going flex and rap. And you're just a rapper. Nah, I want to be like a world-class musician, artist. I respect you for your harmonies. I respect you for everything you do, bro. You're gonna respect me like you respect Kid Cudi, man.
Yeah. I think it's cool that you just, when you talk about putting the music out there and kind of letting it just breathe and do what it needs to do. It's like, the fact that you're not trying to market heavily to people per se and hit them over the head. Like, are you impressed with, like, when you look at, say, when you do look at the numbers and see how many people are still following without you necessarily doing like, all that like pushing it to you kind of look back and look at the numbers and like, man, like people are still following,
Bro, I'm a very humble man. You know what I'm saying? If I get one listener a day, I'm ecstatic, bro. You know what I'm saying? Because this is like the other day I'm walking and a girl, I ain't got my mask on, so I'm walking and a girl riding a bike towards me. So I'm walking this way, she riding a bike towards me. She said, "Twelvyy." So I'm like, yeah, like you said. She said, "Yo, I'm listening to Crates and Daytona. Like those are my songs." And I look at her and I think about it. I'm like, yo, I got Girl, You're a Star. I got Love Jones, WB12S. Shorty said she listening to Crates and Daytona. So like that pushes me to do it more than the numbers. Because at the end of the day, it's like what these streaming services do to you as far as your music, they make you not want to do music no more. They giving you peanuts for your music.
Yeah.
Like they giving you peanuts. I'm not signed to no label. I'm an independent artist. You feel me? So everything I do is me really just doing it. You feel me? Like, and I'm not looking for like no money, nothing in return. You know what I'm saying? When you do stuff for money, God leaves the room. Nah, like let me just keep doing music to the point where it's like it's inevitable that the success from the music is just there. Like I don't gotta ask nobody for nothing. So I just keep pushing it. I'm not looking at the numbers right now. I'll probably look at the numbers later on. But I look at it like, yo, Russ said it one time on an interview. Yo, he put out like a song a week for like a year or two. And it was over after that. You feel me? Like now, look at Russ now. Like he put out music when he wanna. He do this,
Yeah.
And it might look to the average eye like, yo, you ASAP Mob, you the biggest thing in the world. But you got to think about it. This is a whole new game, and the numbers are manipulated by these other companies. I'm an independent contractor. I'm not manipulating nothing. What you see is what you get. So that's it. I'm not even worried about the numbers, man. I am the number. I'm 212. So it's
And let's talk about your vlogs, man. Because I was watching the vlogs and I was like, man, I feel like this is such a smart, like, I mean, I don't know if it's necessarily like in like you're thinking marketing, but I'm just thinking I'm a business guy. So I'm looking at that. I'm like, yo, this is smart. This is a smart marketing strategy. Cause I'm like, I was engaged and, just watching them. I noticed like every single video in the vlog series had a different aesthetic from the other ones. Like what was kind of the thought process just behind the vlogs? And also just how, like, and just the fact that like every video had its own aesthetic, like just kind of unpack the whole vlog series. I feel like that was like, watching, I was like, yo, this is like such a good idea.
Yo, I appreciate you for checking them out, bro. Like for real, because, I never did that in my career. You know what I'm saying? So I'm happy that I, like my brother Snaps Adam, but it's my bro. Like for the past few years, up until I moved, we used together like every day, you know what I'm saying, or a session or whatever, and he getting the content. And it's kind of like, you've seen the Kanye Genius doc so far?
Yeah.
Like I gotta watch episode 2 soon, but it's like episode 1 and you looking at it, you like, damn, bro, like how you knew to catch these perfect moments, like, you know what I'm saying? It's not like it's about the girls. It's not about the cars. It's like the money, because it's the journey, the goal, like the success he want to get to. But it's like seeing his tunnel vision, seeing how he's walking through the Rockefeller office, looking for somebody to play his music to, looking for a way. Like looking through the door, he like, he effectively targeted the women. You know what I'm saying?
Wow, I didn't notice that. You noticed that.
You think about it, because it's like, now let me go to the ladies first. He played his music for all the ladies. You know, she couldn't find a car, so she named the daughter Alexis. And the girls is like, yeah, you heard he said to whoever's in the room or to the guy. So with me, with the vlogs, it's like giving people another insight to me. I didn't have that chance 10 years ago. I didn't have that chance 5 years ago. I have a new chance. I have a new energy. And like I said, I'm independent. So it's not like I'm starting from all the way up here. You know, I'm starting from a level, and then you could see me gradually rise. Like, oh, okay. Oh, I remember that song. I remember that. No matter if it's now or 10 years later, you know, I needed to do that, bro. So shout out to Snap. Shout out my team for making sure I stay on point and I stay creative. But you ain't seen nothing yet.
I noticed in one of the episodes, it was episode 10. You were recording, and whatever song that was that you were recording, I was like, this needs to be released because it was dope. But I can't remember what the song was, but it was like I heard the beat, like the producer put on the beat on episode 10. I was like, oh shoot, like this beat is crazy. I noticed you, like in that video, you had your phone out, you're kind of recording, and I was like, I feel like nowadays the art of writing isn't a thing. You know, like, you know, people are just, you know, they freestyle punch in, right? Just kind of seeing you actually like writing and, you know, spitting off of your phone. I was like, that feels like a lost art. Like, you talk a little bit about, are you trying to find that episode?
Yeah, I'm trying to find a song for you.
Yeah.
Let's go, D-Mont. Hold on. Oh. Stop messing around. Dude. I'm on some other shit called like Whatnot. Saved by the trainer guy. I'm trying to sign out. All right, I got it. Oh, let me see what song you talking about. See, we've been investing our time and our talents in the right things. We going into the right direction. Shit, bro, I'm fully on my music shit. Fully, man. I need to. Not this, right?
Yeah. This is that out?
Nah, this is a feature I did with somebody.
Okay, I heard that and I was like, yo, this is crazy.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. So just watching you in that video, you know, I saw you with your phone out, you know, spitting, and I was like, that seems kind of like a different creative process. Like right now, everyone just kind of punches in. People don't really write anymore. Can you just talk a little bit about just your creative process? Because I feel like what you do is a little bit different considering what's happening right now in this generation.
So like me, like I walk around with stuff like this. You know, I walk around with the legal pads. I got like 5 notebooks. I got an iPad. I write in everything. I come from a different era. I come from an era where if you said you rapped and you came outside, by the time you hit your corner, it was somebody ready to battle you, bro. You know what I'm saying? Before I even left my neighborhood, like before I even left the project, I probably had to rap against 10, 15 people, at least in my area. You feel me?
Wow.
I remember being in the high school, like, locker room, you know what I'm saying, battling people, hella people in there, you feel me? So I come from a whole different era. Like, you know, it's days where I don't want to rap or that I might kick some bullshit, but when it come to like, I'm in the studio, like, you feel me? This is more than work. This is how I make a living. This is my livelihood. So I'm going in there the way, you know, the greats went in there. You know what I'm saying? Ain't no half stepping. You feel me? Some people go in there and they freestyle, they kick it, is cool, but at the end of the day, you really listen to it, like, bro, that's some bullshit, bro. You know what I'm saying? You're not thinking about it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Okay, but definitely.
I take pride into like even after this conversation, I'm gonna go study something. I'll probably go read a book or listen to an audio book. Might play a game, listen to a beat for a while, and just write like lines and lines. Sometimes I don't even write a song. I just write a line. You know, like a wise man once told me, and you know, this is probably not even information I should give anybody, but a wise man told me it'd take 300 lines to make an album. So that's what I do all day. I just, that's dope. Let me figure out how I can put this here. You know what I'm saying? And then before you know it, I got like 10 songs.
Yeah. Before we go on, I do want to talk about your business ventures, but before that, another one of the vlogs, it was Eartha Kitt. There was Eartha Kitt. Eartha Kitt. Like so go ahead.
It's a hit.
Yeah, I was watching it. I played that on repeat like so many times. I think it was also to the energy, just watching you in the street, like the streets are empty and you're smiling and you're like vibing by yourself. I was like, I kept watching it and watching. The song was dope, but then also the energy of the video was dope. I'm like, yo, this right here is like, I felt it like, yo, this is a hit right here, you know? So I didn't have any questions about that song. I just want to say that I loved that vlog. I was like, I played it and I played it and I played it and I played it. I was like, this right here is a big song.
All right. I'm gonna shoot a video for it. Because you said it, we're gonna put that in the universe right now. Eartha Kitt is a hit record. And like, yo, bro, do you know that Eartha Kitt has like an album where she like has a song in almost like every different language?
Okay.
Bro, Eartha Kitt is like amazing. Like she's Catwoman back, but she's just like a world-class human being, you know what I'm saying? And it was just, I just remember like that song, I didn't write that song. It was just energy.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? But that's the thing is like, I might write, and then by the time I get to the booth, it's like everything is there in me because I wrote it out in the world. Then I could just portray it. I could just speak it. And Eartha Kitt was that, like me learning about that. It was just the energy of seeing her as like, oh my God, like Eartha Kitt is really something different. You know what I'm saying? I knew Eartha Kitt from Boomerang, but that means I didn't really know Eartha Kitt. You know what I'm saying? Had to go back and do my Googles on Eartha Kitt, and I listened to her music, and I'm like, oh, whoa. And it just gave me energy. So I went and did the Eartha Kitt, you know, it's like, it felt like some Batman shit. You know what I'm saying? And that's what I felt like in the street that day. I'm like, I heard it in my car, and I'm like, yo, bro, like, you know, I did this like 2 summers ago, but this song, for some reason, this song got energy. It got life.
Yeah.
I shoot the video the right way, like on some Batman shit. It's out of here.
Yes, that's it, man. Yo, definitely that song it's a big track on that. Yeah, you need to shoot a video for that one for sure. So before we go, let's talk about your business ventures, man. You have your clothing brand. Last year being broke, you got your Lil Jamel video game. Tell us about first of all the whole idea behind the clothing line, and also just tell us about the video game as well.
So yeah, my brand right now, one of the biggest, one of the cleanest, one of the most inspirational brands in the world right now. You know, LYBB, my last year being broke, last year being broken, last year being blinded. Yo, like right now, like, you know, you see the varsity. So, you know, we about to play ball. But, you know, we working on varsities. I got these extremely dope, like, track suits coming out called flight suits. You know, I got the slippers.
Flight suits?
Flight suits. They crazy.
Okay. It's like space type of thing, or like aviation type theme, or?
It's more or less, it's you play Metal Gear Solid?
Nah.
All right, Metal Gear Solid is one of the best games ever. It's like your Metal Gear Solid off day fit. You know what I'm saying? But you could wear it from the flight to the boardroom on a fire date. Like it's cut and sew, so it's like the highest premium. You know, like no funny shit. Like it's shitting on everything from Yeezy to Gucci right now. Like it's that. It's like it's really that. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, I'm working on that. We working on the toys. It's so crazy. My toy manufacturer just passed away. So I'm trying to figure out bro, it's crazy. So I'm trying to figure out a new situation with the Lil Jamel toys. We working on a magazine, LYBB magazine. We working on a Lil Jamel children's book. You know, what else? Getting my thoughts together so I could have like a LYBB AU team, baseball team, soccer team. I'm trying to, you know, find a way into the sports realm so I could take that over, you know, working on like movie scripts, you know what I'm saying? Stuff like that. So we just working and creating and just putting everything in the world. So it's like, you know, coming out this pandemic, it could just start rocking and rolling, bro. So, you know, last year being broken is really about that. It's like, it's not taking no for an answer. It's about finding every avenue to succeed.
Okay. Now, what keeps you so? You're so motivated, and you're young, but still been in the game a long time. Like, what keeps you so like hungry and motivated to to keep going this? And what are some things you still like to accomplish?
Like I said, it might sound cliche, but like, yo, I'm from the hood, bro. I'm from the projects. I'm from the hood within the hood. I'm from a neighborhood where, you know, it's shit in the elevator. You know what I'm saying? On the elevator walls. Yeah. Like I'm from a different place in the world. I'm from the bottom of the world. So if I could make it out the bottom of the world, I could keep going. And what also pushing me every day, thinking about everybody that, you know, it's like, what is it called? Survivor's remorse?
Mm-hmm.
Or some
Yeah.
shit like that. Thinking
Mm-hmm.
about all the people that I kind of left, you know what I'm saying? So it's like, I gotta keep going because it's bigger than me. Like I could be in a situation one day where I could buy my projects, you know what I'm saying? Like I wanna buy my projects or like
that'd be crazy.
buy New York City Housing Authority, period, and fix it up. Because there's no way in hell that we supposed to be living like this, bro. And why the fuck rent so high? It's like it's so much stuff. Like that's what fuels me up. Like you got homeless people living on a train, bro. Then you got homeless people living in the hallways of like brand new expensive buildings. It's like, why am I paying to live here in this home? Like, why is the world like this? Why is food so high? Like, why are we charging people to drink water, bro? Like, you know what I'm saying? Why are we charging people for education, bro? Why are we charging people for healthcare? The fucking Biden giving out crack pipe stuff.
True. Yeah,
you know
yeah.
So that's in my heart, just to make a real difference, bro. So when I get my turn, and my turn is coming soon, you're gonna see me like, oh my God, this guy he's an outstanding human being. You know what I'm saying? He ain't do this to go get a chain. You know what I'm saying? I got a chain, you know, I got a little chain, got a little car. But that's just for me that's cool. But I want to show you that you could do it too. Or you could do it better. You don't even got to do what I got to do. You go get a building. You know what I'm saying? You want a record label, you can have a record label, a fashion brand, sell slippers. You could go to the NBA. You could be Denzel. You could take Biden job. That's my job, to keep telling you there's more, bro. That shit being broke. Go get that shit.
Well, man, it was great talking to you, man. Great getting to know just your heart behind what everything you're doing, and it's good to hear. And we'll definitely be watching the little the 3-pack there, Quarter Til, super dope. If you're watching it, yeah, man, if you're watching this, make sure you go check it out, because yeah, man, the bars on that, the sound, I was like, again, it's, you know, it took me right back to those days of like real hip hop. So yeah, man, thank you so much for your time, and we wish you all the best, and we'll definitely be watching, man.
Yo, KB, thank you so much. And yo, anytime you need me to come up to the shift, I got you. I'll pop out. You know what I'm saying? I'll be out of Canada soon, so we gotta get lit.
Definitely.